Who really got to be the biggest scam in history? Just realized this today because I'm in college and I was just recently put into an art class. Now, mind you, I haven't taken art since like high school. This art class is all about expressing and being artistic, being creative, and all that type of stuff. And it's the easiest class. They have said it's going to be the easiest class that you have. I realized that. Why is it that art classes are always the easiest classes? Never really stressed about them. You know what I'm saying? You go in there, you just get creative and you draw stuff, write stuff, paint stuff, do whatever. So I got to thinking about that, and I got to thinking about how school really boxes us in within our minds. You go to college, you have to pick a major. You only get one major, you get a minor, maybe you only get those two things that you get to focus on. Make you think they beat it into our brain that you can only be good at this. You only are allowed to be good at one to two things in this world. Allowed to be creative and really showcase all of your skills that you have within you, that God gave us within us, your creativity, all that type of stuff. You only get to do one thing. And by the way, you only get the first 18 years of your life where you don't really know what you're doing yet. You only get the first 18 years of your life, well, maybe 20 to 22 years of your life to choose what you want to be good at the rest of your life. Only that, we're going to make you go through hell and go through all of these pointless ass classes that don't mean anything and don't actually help you in what you want to be good at, because it's the school system, just the way things work. Instead of being able to go to school, being stress-free, being able to create, go in there, be creative, just like your art classes. You don't go in there stressed out, ready for an exam that you're not going to use later on in life. You get to go in there and create. No, you get to, what they do, they box us in. Numbers, equations, y'all got to learn A plus B equals C, like all of that bullshit. It's all to keep us away from our creative powers that God has given us. Look, I'm not going to be the one to say don't go to school. I'm not going to be the one, but if you got something you passionate about, bro, go for that. 2026 is so many ways to be creative. Even if you are still going to school, get creative, do something outside of school. And that is igniting your creativity, because that's the generation we're in. We're in the generation of creativity, content creation. It's the generation of content creation, creativity. I'm not saying you have to do content, but just get creative with something. Put your mind to something outside of just your major and stuff, something that you are really passionate about. That's cool and all if you got your major figured out and you got all that figured out, but if you hate what you're doing for the rest of your life, you're going to regret these days that you didn't get creative with something and try something new. Fall into that trap of just living the rest of your life, living the same day the rest of your life, and it just is what it is. Get creative and find that God-like creativity within you. All had it as kids, they just took it from us through the school system, so tap back in.